Hello everyone. Today I'd like to share a story sent to me by one of our long-time subscribers. To be honest, when he told me what had happened, I wasn't shocked. Unfortunately, situations like this happen more often than many people realize. I've heard similar stories before, so I understood exactly what he was talking about. However, I know many of you watching may be visiting Angeles City for the first time, or maybe you're planning your first trip here. If that's the case, I hope the story serves as an important lesson. The purpose of sharing it isn't to scare anyone or judge anyone. It's simply to help you understand that when dealing with street women or with people you don't really know, you should always be careful, think ahead, and protect yourself. A single bad decision can turn into a very stressful situation. I hope this real life experience helps you stay safe and avoid finding yourself in a similar position.
Hi everyone, I've been a long-time subscriber to this channel. I've been watching almost since the very beginning, back when Leon started it during the COVID days. I've always enjoyed the videos, and there's a good chance you've even seen me in the background of one of them, maybe sitting at Philly's Sports Bar or just walking along Fields Avenue. Whenever I saw Leon, I'd always say hello, and I'd also ask him to say hi to Shaira because I enjoy watching both of them. Today, I'd like to share a personal story with you. I kept this to myself for the past month because I didn't want my friends to know what happened. But after thinking about it, I realized that telling this story might help someone else avoid making the same mistake. First, let me explain why I come to Angeles City. I visit every 3 or 4 months. I don't come here just to go to bars. I come here to relax, escape the cold weather back home, and enjoy a different atmosphere. I have many friends in the Philippines, and whenever I'm here, I spend time with them and with other visitors who come here just like I do. Sometimes we meet in cafes, sometimes at bars, where we have a beer or a coffee and simply enjoy good conversations. To me, that's much better than sitting at home all day. I don't live in the Philippines. I travel around Asia whenever I have the opportunity. Besides the Philippines, I often visit Thailand and Vietnam. Traveling is something I truly enjoy. Now, here's what happened. I'm a regular customer at Philly's Sports Bar, Margarita Station, and several other places around Fields Avenue. I've known many people there for years, including one woman who often walks around Fields Avenue and spends time near Philly's. We weren't close, but we knew each other. Every now and then I'd buy her something to eat or we'd chat for a few minutes. One evening she saw me and came over to say hello. She told me she was hungry and asked if I could help her. I said, "Sure, let's get something to eat." By the way, whenever I'm in Angeles City, I usually rent a car. I know the city very well, and I simply feel safer driving myself instead of relying on taxis or tricycles. In fact, I rent cars in almost every country I visit because it's much more comfortable for me. After we started talking, she asked if she could come back to my hotel after dinner. I agreed. Then she told me she had a younger sister with her and asked if the sister could come along because she didn't know where to leave her. She said her sister could wait in the car or sit quietly while we had dinner, and afterward I could drive both of them back. I didn't think anything of it. Honestly, never seen this girl before, didn't even know she had a sister. But in the Philippines, it's common to hear about large families, so I didn't question it. We stopped at Jollibee and bought food for all 3 of us. Then we went back to the apartment I was renting. It was a large apartment with a separate bedroom and living room. We all ate together first. After dinner, the woman and I went into the bedroom while her sister stayed in the living room watching TV. Everything seemed completely normal. But once everything was over and we were getting ready to leave, everything suddenly changed. She looked at me and said, "I need more money." She told me she had to send money to her parents and also needed money to send her sister back to the province. I reminded her that we'd already agreed on the amount beforehand. I had bought dinner for both of them. I had paid exactly what we agreed. As far as I was concerned, everything was settled. Then she shocked me. She demanded 20,000 pesos. I told her I simply didn't have that kind of cash. I never carry large amounts of Philippine pesos, I usually exchange only what I need, and the rest of my money stays on my bank card. That's when everything turned into a nightmare. She pointed at the younger girl and said, "She's underage." Then she looked at me and said, "If you don't give me 20,000 pesos, I'll call the police and tell them you brought an underage girl into your apartment." I completely froze. I've never experienced anything like that in my life. I was under incredible stress. I didn't even know what to say. The girl looked young, and I had absolutely no idea how old she really was. I had never met her before that night. All I could think about was what would happen if the police actually showed up. I wanted to end the situation peacefully. So I told her, "I don't have that much cash with me. Let's drive to an ATM and I'll see what I can do." She agreed. Both of them got into my car, and we drove back toward Balibago. When we arrived near the ATM, they got out of the car while I walked toward the machine. Of course, I never intended to withdraw the money. I pretended the ATM wasn't working. By then, it had started raining heavily. The two women ran under a roof nearby to stay dry. That was my chance. I got back into my car and drove away. A few minutes later, the messages started. She threatened me over and over again. She said she was going to the police. She claimed the police already knew everything. Then she sent another message saying that the police officer wanted 10,000 pesos, and she still wanted 20,000 pesos from me. She even wrote, "If you had just paid me 20,000 in the beginning, it would have cost you less." I was terrified. That night I couldn't sleep. I kept thinking about what might happen next. Eventually, I blocked her number, but she continued contacting me from different phone numbers. The stress became so overwhelming that I packed my things, got into my rental car, and drove all the way to Manila. I just wanted to get away from Angeles City for a while. Fortunately, she never knew exactly where I was staying. She didn't know the name of my apartment or even the area because there wasn't a hotel lobby or any obvious signs when we arrived. I'm not going to reveal where I stayed because I still value my privacy. After spending some time in Manila, I slowly calmed down. Meanwhile, she kept sending threatening messages from different numbers. Eventually, I got so tired of it that I threw away my SIM card, bought a new one, and never contacted her again. A little later, I returned to Angeles City. To be honest, I was nervous even walking back into Philly's sports bar. I wondered if she'd be there. I wondered if she'd say something. But something surprising happened. She acted as if nothing had ever happened. She walked past me, talked to other men, and completely ignored me. I did exactly the same. I never told anyone this story until today. The reason I'm sharing it now is simple. Please be careful. Not everyone you meet on Fields Avenue has good intentions. Most people are friendly, but unfortunately, some are looking for opportunities to scam or extort visitors. Trust your instincts. Avoid putting yourself in situations where someone can make false accusations against you. And always think about your own safety before anything else. I hope my experience becomes a lesson not only for me, but for anyone planning to visit Angeles City. Thanks for listening, stay safe, and take care.
Now, let's continue today's walk. We'll take a stroll through Balibago and Fields Avenue so you can see what Angeles City looks like right now. You'll see the latest changes, the ongoing road construction, the atmosphere, and just how busy the city is today with both locals and tourists. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy the video, and as always, stay safe and take care.
Thailand. than this